Today is Thursday, May 28th. Today I want to go back to the basics with the classic hymn, There's Power in the Blood. In the first chapter of the Gospel of John, we're told about how John the Baptist first saw Jesus. And immediately he said, "Behold, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world." Now, it's interesting that John called Jesus a lamb. In the modern world, we tend to think of lambs as cute. I mean, they're soft and they're fluffy, and we count them when we're trying to fall asleep or give them as stuffed animals to infants. In ancient Israel, the lamb had another meaning. A lamb was a sacrifice. The Passover each year, each family would sacrifice a lamb. At the first Passover, the Israelites all sacrificed lambs, and they put the blood of the lambs on their door frames. And when God passed through Egypt during the 10th plague and took the life of the firstborn son in each house, when he saw the blood on the door frame, he would pass over that house and no one would die. Now, today, when people hear about a lamb being sacrificed, they often think, oh, that's sad that a lamb had to die. In Israel, certainly there was an element of sadness, but there was also joy, because they recognized that the lamb had died for them. They were saved by the sacrifice of that lamb. How much more do we rejoice today? The pure and spotless Lamb of God has died for us. And the song, There's Power in the Blood, captures our sense of joy. It tells us why we rejoice today. We rejoice because the blood of the Lamb has set us free. We are free from the burden of sin. We're no longer weighed down by guilt and shame of our past mistakes and sins. We're free from our passions and pride. The blood of the Lamb anchors us. We're no longer blown around by every breeze that comes our way. We're no longer puffing ourselves up with false virtue, because we have been given real virtue by the blood of the Lamb. That Lamb's blood has set us free from the chains of this world. And the blood of the Lamb has cleansed us. We have all gotten our hands dirty. Often today I hear people talk about sin like a black stain. The Bible doesn't talk about sin as a black stain. It talks about sin as a red stain, as a crimson stain. And anyone who does their own laundry knows that red is the toughest color of stain to get out. But by the blood of the Lamb, that stain has been removed. We have been cleansed, made spotless. We've been made as if there was never a stain to begin with. And the blood of the Lamb has brought us into service to the King of Kings. We are done serving the empty vanities of this world. We're no longer chasing after our own glory or a crown that won't last. By the blood of the Lamb, we have been made sons and daughters of our God. We have been called into His service and into His presence to daily sing His praise and to rejoice before Him, because we can live in the presence of our God every day. And all of this has been accomplished by the power, the wonder-working power of the blood of the Lamb. May God be with you, and I'll see you tomorrow.